Well, let's have a look now on how to create the chart and how to find those regression lines. I'm going to start by looking at how to do it in Google Drive. And I already have here a table with some data regarding number of clients and monthly hours of support, which is the example that we started this week with. And so what I'm going to do is to create a chart for this. You already know how to do this. And to select the data, insert, chart. Google immediately finds that this is the best type of chart. The scatter chart is the best type of chart for what we have. And it is. As always, you can come here and change. And actually, we'll be coming here to show you something in a few minutes. But for now, what we need to do is have a look here on how to customize this. And so I came here to customize series. You know, you can change the color if you want to, and but then I'm going to add a trend line, and that line can have the same color or be drawn with a different color. And here you have the options. And so some of the options are linear, exponential, and polynomial. And so linear, you know, it was the first example we talked about. Exponential was the last example we talked about. And polynomial, this week we are only looking at the polynomials of second degree, and you could actually change here, but for this week we are only looking at polynomials of second degree. And so I'm going to say here that I want polynomial of second degree. It happened there. Polynomial, and you see fourth degree, third degree. If I want second degree, I almost don't see a difference from this one to this one. We'll later have a chance to see the values of this, the equations of these charts, and then we'll see that there is a slight difference that probably improves the fit a little bit, but just looking at it, it's very hard to see. This is a curve that is very open. And so this is how we do this, and we could also do the exponential, as you see, which has the advantage that it's growing like this compared with this, which also might be a disadvantage. We'll need to have more data, and that's why we'll be looking through the week at how to actually know what's going on and what we should do. And so for now, let's just see the equation, and I'm going to add the equation here, and you have here the equation. So let me actually look at the polynomial, and you can see here that it's 9.4 times 10 to the power of minus 6, which is almost 0 in the x squared. And so that's why this component here is neglectable, and we basically have 19.7 times x plus 533, which is 19.7 times x, but you see 942, the other one goes 943 because that has that small difference. It's a difference in methods, but it's going to give us a number that is very close to the other one, probably with a difference of 1, and we'll need ways of seeing which one is actually fitting our data better. If we move to exponential, we get something totally different. and so we have this 16,469 e to the power of 4 to the power of 4.15 times 10 to the power of minus 4, which is a very complicated equation actually to work with. Oh, and one more thing before I leave, you could actually have this, which is a different way of looking at data. You have been reading about what works better in each type of situation, and you know that this is not exactly what we would like in continuous data. But if you had made the chart like this, you can still come here and add a trend line. So you have the trend line there, and you see that it's not that clear that it's how it's working compared with what we had before, and you can still make it exponential or polynomial. It looks actually quite different now because for some reason, let me see why. Oh, because this chart, because of how it works, is using this as the first column and this one as the second column, and you see it's not ordered. So now you actually don't have this curve represents nothing because it's looking at the numbers as if they were categories. That's the problem of choosing the wrong type of chart. Let's have a look just at one more. Let me see what we have here. You see, it organized the data in areas, and now if you try to there's no longer the trend line because it makes no sense. We are looking at this as all the possibilities and just counting how many fall there. So this actually goes to show how important it is to know which type of chart you should choose, because in the histogram, you even, if you make the mistake of choosing an histogram for doing this, you don't even have the possibility of having a trend line. But if you choose the wrong chart, like this one, you will still have that that option there, and it makes no sense at all. Okay, and to just change it to polynomial and to remind you of that.